All right, in this video, we're going to break down exactly what my Facebook ads for agency owners evergreen sales funnel actually looks like. So as you know, we've got the ads. Obviously, the ads are going to be hosted in Facebook. We've got the landing page, which is hosted on Lead Pages. We have the webinar, which is hosted via EverWebinar. We have the sales page, which is actually hosted via ClickFunnels. And then we actually accept the payments via Samcart. As I tend to string a lot of different services together. I don't really recommend it at all. Frankly, all of this could be self-contained inside ClickFunnels. That's probably what I'd recommend if you're trying to create your own webinar funnel for any reason. And then we obviously have the email follow-up via Infusionsoft. So let's take a look at what those assets look like just so we know what we're working with. We have some context. So this is the Facebook registration landing page. You can see it's very simple. We have a headline that just makes a very clear promise, some bullet points, a picture of me, and then 2 calls to action. This is a very, very simple page. If you click on this button here, it pops up a EverWebinar registration button. You can see that this button right here, it basically gives you a time to register for a webinar every hour in advance, except I think it stops from like 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Other than that, it gives you a time to register every 60 minutes. Put in your name, your email, those are required. Also optional phone number. And then when you register for the webinar, it takes you to the webinar waiting room, and then it takes you to the actual webinar. The webinar itself is actually hosted in EverWebinar here. We're not going to go through all of this because that's outside the scope of this program, but essentially as soon as someone registers for the webinar, they'll receive a confirmation email. They'll receive a reminder email to show up for the webinar 15 minutes before it starts, and then 4 hours after the webinar, they'll receive a follow-up email giving them a replay in case they didn't actually show up to the webinar. Now, if we go back to our funnel here, you can see all this email follow-up that starts happening as soon as someone registers to the webinar. That all takes place in Infusionsoft, and again, Infusionsoft is well outside the scope of this program, but I'll just show you sort of what that looks like. So this is the campaign built out in Infusionsoft, and essentially as soon as someone registers right here, a tag is applied, which triggers them into this campaign. They wait until the webinar is over, and then I start sending them these emails here, basically just reminding them of the value of the program, letting them know that these are all old emails, but letting them know that the deadline to register for Facebook ads for agency owners is about to expire, things of that nature. Again, email copywriting is outside the scope of this program. I can include as an attachment the exact emails that I use if that would be useful to you guys. But this is just sort of what that looks like, and there's just a time-based delay so that no matter when someone registers to this webinar, they're receiving emails at the same interval, reminding them to actually go to the enrollment sales page, which is hosted on ClickFunnels. It's jordanschumacher.com/enroll. And you can see this is a very, very simple sales page. I've got a quick explainer video, which is essentially just a quick intro from me, and then the exact same pitch from my webinar. And then I've got the buy boxes here with some details. I have some testimonials from past clients, and then the buy boxes again. And then once someone clicks on a buy box, they go to my Samcart checkout, where again, a pretty minimalist checkout page, reminded of the can't lose guarantee, reminded of exactly what they're getting, and then they put in their information and they are enrolled in the program. And so that is the funnel. It's that simple. There's nothing more to it than that. So we're going to drive traffic to that landing page, and then essentially that's what we're going to be focused on here. So that is an overview of the funnel. We can see by looking at the landing page, looking at the promise here, how to start and scale a profitable 6-figure agency, managing paid traffic for clients without existing connections, case studies, or clients, even if no one has ever heard of you. This is exactly who we're targeting. And so our ads are going to speak directly to this. and our ads are going to be designed to get people to click to this page and ultimately to sign up for the webinar. And then everything else throughout the rest of the funnel is designed to get those webinar registrants to actually watch the webinar and then convert into Facebook ads for agency owners. And we'll go through how to set up that ad, how to set up the infrastructure around setting up the pixel, setting up the custom conversions, things of that nature. We'll get into that in the following videos.